So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the specs of this bike because they are pretty well documented on the Magicycle website. Also numerous YouTube videos that have already been out. So what I will say is I have the obviously the Deer, got the Ocelot Pro, got the Cruiser Pro, and my father-in-law also has a Cruiser Pro and the Jaguarundi. So I think we have just about every model of Magicycle bike except for the commuter that they offer. We do have a test ride center located in the Lansing, Michigan area. So if you are interested in trying out any of the bikes, you can find us on the Magicycle website. But I will say that the Cruiser Pro was the first bike that I bought, recommended to me by a friend of mine who also, well, he's got two of them. I liked it. I like that bike very much. I think really the only thing that I notice that's the big difference is I have the step over model of the Cruiser Pro, and obviously the Deer I got the step through. Now I'm not a very tall person. I am probably just under 5'8". Got short little legs. I'll tell you, the Cruiser Pro was a little bit tall for me. It was fine. I was very comfortable while I was riding it. Again, I don't have very long legs, so when I stopped I had to kind of lean off to one side to be able to get a foot down, unless I was using my tippy toes like a ballerina. But with this bike, with the Deer, I don't have to worry about that because it is a completely step-through design. So I do find it much more comfortable from that standpoint. I guess more, not necessarily comfortable, but mentally comfortable, if that makes sense. I don't have to worry about coming to a sudden stop and getting my feet on the ground while tipping the bike over. You know, that's one of the biggest things I noticed that's different between this bike and my Cruiser Pro. The other, obviously, being the rear suspension, which is fantastic. That's where the actual comfort improvement comes in. How does this compare to the Ocelot? I can tell you that the Ocelot Pro, being that it's only a 20-inch tire bike, definitely feels smaller, definitely feels more nimble. My wife rides that bike more than I do. But, you know, from the design and everything, it's very similar. So I've put suspension seat posts on all these bikes, including this Deer, which the rear suspension was great, but when you add a seat post, it makes it just a little bit nicer. I've also replaced the saddles with the Cloud 9. That's the standard issue in my fleet of bikes. Alright, well, there is the Deer by Magicycle. It is filthy, just got done riding. It's covered in mud and grass, water, slush, ice, but it's held up great. As I said, the rear suspension is phenomenal. I, of course, replaced the saddle with my Cloud 9 seat and a suspension seat post. Quick note on the seat post, I don't know if they updated, but the website when I ordered it said it took a 30.9 millimeter seat post. So I pre-ordered a suspension seat post in that size, and unfortunately when I got the Deer, it did not take that size. It was a 33.9, so I had to reorder. Not that big of a deal, but I don't know if they've updated that website. So yeah, great bike all around. And as I said, if you're in the Michigan area and interested in test riding any of the Magicycle bikes, look up the test ride centers available in Michigan and you will find us. We've got this Deer, we've got an Ocelot Pro, also got a Cruiser Pro, a step over and a step through, and also the Jaguarundi folding bike. So yeah, they're so far phenomenal bikes, and this deer is no different. So shout out to the fine folks at Magicycle for making killer bikes.